Bill, and good morning, everybody. You know, if you think about it, just a year ago, we talked to you about our expansion to an auto and a mobility company. And we're doing this just as the world is moving from just owning vehicles to owning them and sharing them. And this year, the expansion of our business moves into an even higher gear. Now, as we gain revenue and customers that we previously didn't serve, it's an enormous business opportunity for us. In fact, we expect extremely healthy 20% margins from this emerging part of our business going forward. And ultimately, our vision is to help make people's lives better by changing the way the world moves. Of course, with world-class vehicles, mobility services, and a wider range of transportation solutions. And we are off to a very strong start. We formed the Ford Smart Mobility, LLC. We're hiring new talent. We're doubling our presence in Silicon Valley. We're investing in mobility services. We've created the Ford Pass app. We're partnering with Motivate to launch Ford Go Bikes in San Francisco, and acquiring San Francisco-based Chariot. Now, using Ford Transit vans, Chariot is an app-based, crowdsourced shuttle service that actually adapts to customer demand, complementing mass transit and providing transportation to the underserved areas. Now, since we purchased Chariot back in September, we've already expanded to Austin, Texas, with plans to grow to 8 markets by the end of this year, including at least 1 market outside of the United States. And this is a bigger and a faster expansion plan than the one we laid out just a few months ago. Now, Chariot is just one of the ways that we're developing solutions that help people move more easily, whether they own a car or they don't. We're also, at the same time, aggressively developing dynamic shuttle, digital payments, ride security, fleet services, and a whole lot more. And core to our mobility work are cities around the world that are facing gridlock and pollution. And we know these cities need a partner to deliver mobility solutions. And Ford is deeply committed to being that partner. The Ford City Solutions team is the first from any automaker working with cities around the world to really conceptualize and then implement new ways of getting locals and visitors where they want to go. Whether it's via dynamic shuttles, or autonomous vehicles, or ride-hailing services, or bike sharing, or, hey, all of the above. And to do this, we're working with some exceptional partners. We recently announced that we're partnering on mobility with Bloomberg Philanthropies. And I am really pleased this morning to be joined by Mike Bloomberg, founder of Bloomberg Philanthropies, and of course, the 3-term mayor of New York City, to report on our progress. So, Mike, thank you so much for joining us this morning, because we are really excited to be working with you and also a coalition of mayors to improve mobility in cities around the world. So thanks for joining us.
Mark, happy to be here, and you'll be happy to know I came to work today in my Lincoln SUV.
Yes, love it. Now, Mike, you and your team, you saw the opportunity to engage mayors around the world on the topic of mobility a while ago. And in October, you announced an initiative to engage cities in planning for this future. So can you tell us a little bit about this initiative and also why you did it?
Well, it's done with the Aspen Institute, and what we're trying to do is to get information for cities about what's going on the streets that they control. Virtually every place, it's the cities, the city councils, the mayors that set the traffic regulations, the speeds, where you can turn, they build the roads, they put the signs up. And so they've got to get current with what new technologies are coming in and how it will affect traffic in their cities so that they can be ready when the need arises.
Well, that's really unique and also very exciting. And at Ford, we are happy to be part of this public and this private partnership. So Mike, just tell us, what does partnership bring to a project like this you just laid out?
Well, we have 10 cities, 5 that we announced before and 5 new ones. It's Austin, Buenos Aires, Los Angeles, Paris, Nashville, and we just added Helsinki, London, Sao Paulo, Tel Aviv, and Washington. And these cities, the mayors want to know what's going to happen with this technology. When will it be real? When it will be introduced? What are the safeguards? And how it's going to impact how people live. If, for example, you can get into your car and don't have to worry about touching the wheel, you can work or read or even sleep. And it may, in fact, make people use their automobiles more. If that's the case, the mayors have to get ready for more transportation. On the other hand, if it's used in a sharing sense, maybe there'll be less traffic. But what we do know is that technology is going to impact a lot of our lives, most parts of our lives, and this is certainly one where it's coming, and it's coming much faster than anybody had anticipated.
Well, we certainly agree with that, and what you laid out are really big challenges that we're facing. But of course, working together with passionate partners like you and your team, we'll really unlock a future that can only be imagined today. So, Mike, we appreciate you joining us this morning and also your leadership on this issue.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. And Bill, good to see you.
Now, another partner and a thought leader on mobility is Walter Isaacson. And Walter is the president and the CEO of the Aspen Institute and is also well known for writing the biography on Steve Jobs. And we're proud to have Walter with us to have a very candid conversation about what more that we can do on mobility so that together we can create the city of tomorrow. So let's welcome him to the stage, and also let's welcome Bill.